Hello everyone and welcome back to your own channel Technical Sahil. In today's video, we'll explore the Claude Fable 5 model, understand why Anthropic redeployed it, review its model controls, and test it with the coding ability by building a single page production website or a functional working tool. But let's begin first with the Anthropic's official announcement titled Redeploying Fable 5. This announcement was published on the 30th June and it explains why access to Fable 5 was previously suspended and later restored. Anthropic had originally introduced Claude's Fable 5 along with Claude Mythos 5 as its largest generation of advanced models. However, Anthropic later published a statement explaining that the US government directive required it to suspend the access to both the models for the certain users. Now, returning to the latest announcement, Anthropic confirmed that the export restrictions affecting Fable 5 has been lifted. The article stated that the access had to be suspended immediately because the original order provided no transition period or the operational flexibility. But with the restriction removed, Fable 5 is once again available through Cloud, Cloud Code, and the Cloud platform and supported cloud providers. Let's open the Cloud and confirm that the Fable 5 is now available inside the model selector. Here we can see Fable 5 at the top of the model list along with the notice it's temporary available and usage limits, but it can extend to the more time. It was also previously available for the shorter period, but later it got extended. So before testing the model, let's quickly review the safeguards mentioned in the announcement. Anthropic says the update covers the sequence of the events, its general safety approach, cybersecurity safeguards, and its evolution of those safeguards. Under the timeline and safeguard updates, Anthropic explains the Fable 5 users uses the same underlying model which introducing stronger safeguards. These additional protections were introduced to reduce the possibility of the model being used for harmful security activities. Anthropic describes that this is a defense in depth approach combining multiple safety systems rather than the relying on one individual protection. This diagram compares the standard classifier boundary with the boundary used by Fable 5. For Fable 5, the boundary is positioned earlier, creating a larger safety margin before a request reaches ambitious or potentially harmful categories. Now that we understand the reason behind the redeployment, let's look at the actual controls available inside the cloud. Fable 5 is already selected here and its current effort level is set to high. You can also set it to max, but it will consume the more usage and this may occur the especially in the pro model, this may occur the termination of the process before the output generates. So better to set it to high, and the main model list includes Fable 5 for the toughest challenges, Opus 4.8 for the complex work, Sonnet 5 for everyday tasks, and Haiku 5 for the fastest answers. The More Models submenu also provides access to the several previous cloud models. Fable 5 also includes adjustable effort levels like low, medium, high, extra, max. Higher effort can produce, as I said, throughout the results, but it can take longer and consume usage limit faster than the higher. So for this test, I'll keep the default higher effort setting. I am now giving the Fable 5 detailed full stack development task. The request is to create a single page IP blacklist checker with a modern, dark, and minimal interface. The frontend must have the raw HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript with the IP4 validation, a loading state, and an organized result dashboard. For the backend, PHP must receive the IP address, reverse its octest, and query several popular DNSBLs. The frontend must communicate with the PHP asynchronously, handle errors properly, and clearly shows whether the address is clean or blacklisted. Once the complete requirements are reviewed, I'll submit the prompt. Let's send the request and see how Fable 5 handles this complete project. Claude first analyzes the task, plans the application structure, and reviews the front-end design requirements before writing the files. It starts with creating the front end, includes a dark interface, input fields, result cards, and animation loading states. Next, it adds the client-side validations and fetch request, followed by the PHP backend responsible for the live DNSBL queries. Within a shorter period, Fable 5 finishes the complete project and provides both the required files. Claude also explains how the frontend works, how the backend validates, addresses, and how errors and timeouts are handled. The response includes a HTML frontend and a PHP backend. I'll download both the files, open the frontend to inspect the design. The generated interface already looks impressive with a clean dark theme, glass styled panels, and a clearly visible IP input field as it is requested. It won't work because it is connected with the PHP, so it won't work in the preview. But for the first test, I will enter the Google's public DNS address. As I said, the first request failed because the HTML file is being opened directly from the computer where the PHP backend cannot execute. It requires a live server. So right now what I'll do is to test the server side functionality properly. I need to run these files through a local PHP web server. I'll use the XAMPP. XAMPP has already been installed and you can find the video in the same channel if you want to explore the XAMPP. Now open the file explorer and navigate to the XAMPP installation directory followed by the htdocs folder. I am creating a new folder here which is ipbl check, and then I'll open that folder. I'll place both the downloaded files inside the project folder. Since the HTML file contains a duplicate download suffix, so I'll rename it to the index1 to simply index. Return to the browser and access the project now through the local server using the localhost IP 127.0.0.1. The first folder path contains a small spelling mistake, so Apache returned a no found not found error 404. I'll correct the spelling here, ipbl check, and the application now loads successfully through Apache. Now let's begin with the same IP of Google 8.8.8.8. The interface enters its active scanning state while the PHP checks the address against the configured DNS blacklist zones. The scan completes successfully. The address is not listed in any kind of blacklist, or each provider reports a clean status of this IP. Scrolling through the results, we can see the status returned by each individual DNS blacklist service. For the another test, I'll change it to the 8.8.8.1. This is also Google's IP. The second scan also completes successfully, and this address is not listed on any kind of checked blacklist DNS. The dashboard clearly displays the overlay verdict, the number of zones checked, and the scan duration and the status of every provider. So Fable 5 was able to generate a polished and fully functional front end along with its working PHP backend from one detailed prompt. So that's all for this video, and thank you so much for watching it till the end.